Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of The 12, our epic campaign of discovery and adventure across the continent of Corvair. This story takes place on Sundays, live at 6 p.m. Central here on Javelin Entertainment, and if you missed the last session, you can check it out on the channel page or by clicking the link down in the description.
Last time, after completing the 3-day journey across the sea, our post-pirate phase adventurers reached the docks of Capeview. There, Cade finally placated Boko by scrying on his little voodoo doll and saw a couple of individuals wandering around a garden, which I'm sure will totally be relevant at some point. The group decided to go into town for some provisions, and Clyde picked up some horses. However, to get the cart to go with them, the party had to trade some wolf-slaying services. Well, the wolf turned out to be a werewolf, which Roland, Cade, and Jasira dispatched quickly, and after reviewing the long history of these near-extinct creatures, the group decided to split up and warn the town while protecting the evidence, in this case, a body. So most of the party ran around from farm and into town, ringing the warning bell and trying to find the local ruler. Well, it turns out the wolf that was actually a werewolf was actually multiple werewolves, who came prowling around the scene. And Roland decided to take advantage of their protective tiny hut and make a shot at these creatures. What will happen as these creatures go for the body? Will the ruler actually believe this story? And will we make it past one town? Let's tune in and find out.
So, Boko, you and Jasira, as well as Cade, Thishalt, and the others had made their way around these farms and towards the center of the of this town. Kind of one of the farmers had kind of run up and begun to ring the bell, and now many of these townsfolk are beginning to move in and look across in kind of confusion. And for now, it seems like they are kind of gathering, looking for some source of communication. And Cade is immediately kind of in her moment, kind of directing and moving people in, kind of making sure that everyone stays away from the sides. The rain is still falling heavy, and people have kind of makeshift covers that they're kind of holding out above themselves as they make it underneath some sort of shelter, waiting for the lord or lady. Is there anything that either of you two are doing in this kind of moment, gathering everyone together?
I think definitely checking on the two elderly individuals that were hauling ass behind us and making sure that they're not going to keel over after that long journey. Yeah,
the two of them, they look winded, but are recovering, trying their best to still help. And also at this point, there is some rumors that are starting to spread where whispers are being communicated out to one another and looks are being shot at different individuals. And you can see that word is starting to spread. At least in these moments before someone takes control, there is this tension as people are waiting for some official announcement.
I think Boko's just going to really keep an eye out and see if anybody in this crowd stands out to him, as this rumor is spreading, and if anybody really significant seems affected by it, I think he'll try to see if those people show up in the crowd. Maybe people who are targeted by the werewolves already, or may have a lack of surprise to this knowledge.
Sure, give me a perception or insight check.
Everyone, if you would please stand very close to each other, preferably within a 10-foot radius. This will only sting a little.
Yeah, not to like...
I just take my head off and I start looking around like Periscope style.
Oh, no.
What was that, Brady?
Jasira would be doing that, too. Sorry, I'm trying to eat chili, too, and Freya's staring at me, and there's a lot happening. But...
So Jasira is also going to take her head off as, like, a periscope?
No. She's sizing everyone up, but, like, trying to show a calm aura. But...
Also, I knew
it's kind of hard to do when you're wearing a plague doctor mask. But, you know, whatever.
You can go ahead and give me an insight check, Jasira.
Beautiful. Oh, I did not open my character sheet yet. Let's do that first.
Also, I got my Plague Doctor print in the back. I got it all framed up and everything. It's gonna be
That's it.
fantastic.
Nice.
Done.
Love it.
Dang, 2 high rolls. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So as Cade kind of goes about, Cade and Thishalt trying to get order and get people to safety, the two of you are kind of scanning faces, watching as this rumor begins to spread. And the first thing that you guys notice is that there is an amount of disbelief, but the farmers that you have with you, Cyrus, Heron, and Kanaya, they all are hearing it from them seems to help persuade the individuals of the truth of this story. And even though there's some resistance to this, it's not to the degree that you imagine you would have if you were just trying to convince them. And so you kind of breathe a sigh of relief, kind of having brought these individuals into the fold here. You also look around, and for the most part, these individuals, as they're hearing the news, there is shock and there is resistance. And you can tell that from these townsfolk, they're very reluctant to believe it at first, but as the intensity and the situation around it begins to start to persuade the ones that are being told, they seem to have genuine reactions, and they seem to have genuine fear that comes forth. And this rumor doesn't spread around to all of the townsfolk immediately, but from the third or so that get this news as they're being gathered together, they do indeed have what seems to be genuine responses to this. That there's no one who was expecting this. There's no one who kind of knew that these creatures even existed. And many of them are worried and kind of begin to huddle closer to this keep and look towards the doors. And it's not long after that when the doors open and some of these guards, and they're not heavily armored guards. They have kind of either leather or some plate mail, basic kind of spears and shields. But a couple of the guards open the doors, and out walks a woman, and she's in this. She's kind of got light brownish hair pinned up in an elegant, noble hairstyle, but clearly has been awoken. Her hair is kind of still a mess and was just kind of thrown up very quickly. She's kind of wearing a robe over her night garments as she kind of steps out and kind of looks across, seeing Cade and Thishalt as well as Cyrus, kind of beckons over to kind of get a word of what's going on. Looking at the farmer, this woman who you assume to be Lady Lydia looks over at Cyrus and just, Cyrus, what's going on? Why is the bell being rung? Is there danger? And he looks back at the lady. Well, my lady, these adventurers, they were supposed to help me with the wolf issue that I thought I had. Well, it turns out that there might be a little bit more to this, and that it might not be wolves exactly, but werewolves and creatures that we thought were long gone may not be so long gone. And there's this moment again of disbelief in this conversation as this farmer is trying to convince the lady, and Cade and Thishalt trying to provide some input as well. Jasira and Boko, as this conversation is happening, what are the two of you doing?
How does this conversation look like it's going? Does it look like she's resistant to it as well?
There is a heavy initial resistance that seems to be pretty much on par with most of the people who have kind of heard this rumor at this point, where all of these people, it's like telling people that aliens exist. Like, they look very suspicious, and immediately the lady starts to ask about evidence, start to ask about what happened. And Cade and Thishalt begin to kind of relay details, and you can see that this woman is very calculated, kind of looking through, considering the options and also looking around at her people and trying to weigh what's happening. But just at the surface level, she doesn't seem to be giving much away on which way she's leaning, kind of taking in everything and trying to process in this middle of the night, fresh woken up, trying to process and make a decision where you can already see there's a bit of not quite panic yet, but approaching that in the people that are gathered around.
If she doesn't look like she's really believing this, Boko will move up alongside the Schalt and Cade, and he will just say, "If you truly do not believe us, perhaps you would like to see where we saw the first creature. I believe now only the human form remains, but you can see what has been done to the creatures it was hunting."
Listen, if what you said is true, and I'm not saying that it is, we will need to examine all evidence. For now, Micah, and she motions to one of the guards, get these people into the keep. Make sure they're all safe, well-fed, and have water. We'll talk to them all eventually.
Also, before you bring everybody into the keep, you should know who the first victim was. It was
Please,
a servant.
Hold on. While we have everyone out here, let us keep the details to a minimum, and I will talk with you all in a moment. Micah, please, the townsfolk, and she takes like 5-10 minutes to make sure that everyone is kind of pulled inside, out of the rain, out of the cold, and kind of off, kind of with some either warm stew or soup that they've kind of whipped up, but kind of sitting down and kind of helping to calm their nerves. And she kind of grabs you, Cade, Cyrus, and kind of pulls you all off to the side, and kind of speaks in a low whisper with a few of the guards that are nearby. All right. Now, you were saying something about a victim.
Boko is going to flash a look to Jasira, a look of a little bit of skepticism before he continues. And as he looks at Lady Lydia, he's going to say, "The woman that we found who had taken the form of this creature was a servant from your own keep."
And Cyrus looks over at this point. He speaks the truth. She kind of sighs for a moment. She looks over, and there's another woman nearby in kind of nicer garb than many of the other guards. Darkened skin, her hair kind of pulled up behind her, a sword over her shoulder. Mariah, is there anyone who's missing? Are all the townsfolk accounted for and all the individuals from the keep? She kind of moves off and kind of speaks to some of the other guards who begin to move through the people, kind of doing a head count, checking names, checking individuals to see who all is here.
Before she gets the answer back, we should tell her the name of this creature so it corroborates our story. Or the name of this person, sorry, not creature.
Mosh.
Those
are people too.
I gotta check my notes.
Technically, she's an object now.
If I was smart, I wrote her name in my notes. If I was not smart, I said dead body of lady.
David, search your...
I was out. Right, I was on my phone in a car at a charger waiting for it to charge 3 miles an hour.
Just we're bragging about having every name in a searchable database.
I was bragging when I said,
right,
let me add that
it.
name because I didn't have access to the database last week.
Yeah, Jasira's just gonna like clear her throat very quietly and say, Tabitha.
Boko, are you
shirks back behind Boko?
are you relaying that to the lady?
Jasira, if she says it out loud,
okay.
Boko is just standing there stone-faced.
Yeah, she kind of just like pops out slightly, clears her throat.
Boko, give me an insight
Tabitha
check.
Deadly.
There is this immediate sadness on the lady's face. You know that there is some relation deeper than what you would expect from a servant and a master. This ruler knew this servant on a personal level, and there is an immediate reaction to the news. And in a few minutes, when this other guard, Mariah, comes back, she reports, all heads are accounted for, except for one. And she kind of looks, Tabitha? And the woman nods. The lady looks back at the group gathered in front of her. Well, then it's good that the rest of the town is safe. It's dangerous out tonight. We'll keep safe in the keep, and then in the morning we'll go and investigate and see if we can ensure that what you've said is true. And then I will decide what to do from there.
And just then a shot rings out across the valley.
Oh my god.
How loud is that gun, by the way?
It's loud.
Yeah. Also, though, how sound insulating is the tiny hut? How deaf is Clyde gonna be?
It doesn't let physical things and magic through. Are we counting sound as a physical thing? Because I will shenanigan this later.
I mean...
I can also, though, like, because my stuff can walk in and out of it, I can just poke the barrel out, and then it can act as, like, we'll just hear a little of, like, the cap falling.
a silencer, but in reverse.
It's also important to remember that it is in the middle of a thunderstorm, and there's actively thunder going on.
Fair.
You did this
That
on
is good
purpose.
question. Him? No.
No help tonight.
That's fine. How many bullets you got?
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks to one pyramid scheme salesman,
We
as
can do
many
this
as you want me to fire.
all night.
But yeah, so the lady kind of acknowledges that she will investigate further in the morning and begins to turn to, in theory, address her people. Boko, is there anything else that you or Jasira are doing?
Also, speak of the steam, and he shall appear.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll probably be mostly mobile tonight. By the way, my apologies.
No worries.
Think Boko will relay the information of the creatures and how to defend themselves that Roland had initially told him. I don't know if it's common knowledge or not, but I don't think it would be a disadvantage for them to know a little bit more.
And you kind of relay this as the lady kind of moves off to address the people. You kind of relay this to the woman beside her, Mariah, who appears to be kind of operating as either like a sheriff or guard captain of some sort here. And the lady kind of addressing her people kind of relays this rumor that has been going around and says that she'll undergo a full investigation, but that everyone should take heart, that they're all safe within the keep. And can rest safely here throughout the night.
Suspect.
I'm getting like fish in a barrel vibes right now if we leave.
So you're staying there?
It's okay. The other fish in the barrel can shoot back.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other fish in the barrel are very shooty fish.
Like I said earlier, what is the inverse function of shooting fish in a barrel? Because that's what's going on right now. It's like we're in the aquarium, but instead of visitors coming through and looking at the shark, they're a delivery buffet.
Oh my goodness.
We don't have... Does Cade have sending?
Yeah, but she already used it. I don't know how many she has, but
I think she's just the
from the
one.
item.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, Clyde's the one that has the spell.
We also have both people who can cast message in the same
Yeah,
barrel.
but you guys are way further than
Yeah.
120 feet.
No, but we
I
can talk
know.
to each other.
Yeah.
And there's
Message.
and there's
I'm
said
right
that-
behind you.
the lunar festival was a couple days ago.
The
so
summer solstice.
Am I
3 days ago?
mistaken in believing that this is the last day of the full moon?
Yeah, so
Full
there
moons.
there were
I think,
yeah, there were 4 days in a row, each when a different moon was full, and it was kind of the 4 closest moons, and so this is something that is semi-common. It happens at the solstices that Clyde had relayed, and this is the last day of the kind of series of 4.
I think Boko would turn to Jasira and say, "There are far more people here. This would be a very dangerous place for one of these creatures to show up. I think we should stay until sunrise."
Agreed.
And you can also see there are a handful of guards here. There were only a couple at the beginning, but now there's a few more who have gotten kind of armed and stand at the ready in their kind of basic leather jerkins with some weapons by the doors and by the side to kind of give people a better sense of protection.
And if Jasira agrees to stay, and the others also agree to stay, he won't stop them from leaving. He will tell Mariah that they can operate as mercenaries and do whatever wherever she needs them.
All right. In
Thank
the
you for using the
meantime,
term mercenary.
in the
And not
meantime,
Free help.
Clyde, Greta, and Roland, the 3 of you were in this tiny hut when 2 of these creatures had emerged from the darkness around the rain. One of them in kind of a ruddy reddish brown or reddish red color, and the other in this albino white sheen to its coat, had approached and kind of sniffed to investigate the body. And Roland had decided to release a shot. And so, Roland, if you want to go ahead and make that attack roll for me.
Alrighty. And so because the bubble is opaque, I am unseen, yes?
Correct.
So advantage and sneak attack. We
think
should
you're
use
gonna
this
like this
strategy
place.
more often. Yeah. Alright. Make sure I don't have bless running. So it's just advantage. And
How wide is
Tiny hut? 10 foot by 10 foot circle.
Okay, cool.
And it goes above, and technically it's supposed to go that equal amount below, but that never really comes into play.
Roland
It
is never
might.
gonna want to leave this place.
Dogs dig. Yeah, I'm guessing a 25 hits.
25 definitely hits. Please go and roll me damage.
Okay. Ooh, terrible on the sneak attack, but 16.
Okay. So as you release this shot through this shell, I
I don't like this.
actually, I guess we'll go ahead and just roll initiative. Sorry, I forgot to preload you guys onto here. Let's just go ahead and we'll drag the 3 of you on.
I thought he was going to say that the bubble pops.
These are intelligent creatures, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to fucking diss them to fucking here and back.
Yeah. I got most popular vote to be the first one to save against the werewolf curse.
No, the first one to have to roll a save, not to make it.
I have never been most popular anything, by the way. And by I mean Boko, but
It's
gonna be
okay.
interesting.
It's okay. We're here for you.
I will feel vindicated when you get bit. Is all I'm saying.
Clyde's gonna be the meanest fucking little werewolf you've ever seen.
He's gonna be a were chihuahua.
Oh god. Oh, drunk always.
David is broken.
That was a
Been
pretty
injured.
funny noise, though.
That's the noise
That is the
Clyde's
sound
gonna
that
be
Clyde was gonna be.
That's the Chihuahua.
The were ankle biter. Breathe, David.
Oh no! Oh no! He's dying.
I'm just waiting for the camera to get.
He's back into the glass.
Better.
I think that's the longest I've ever had a sip of bourbon sit in my mouth.
Yeah, I was like, I hope you enjoyed that drink. It was there for a while.
Lots of flavor. Okay. All right. Let me drag him out there and initiative. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Hey, there's my normal roll.
All right, and okay. There we go. Okay.
Oh, man. Where Chihuahua?
All right. So immediately as this shot rings out into this creature, you see a splatter of red across the white fur, and immediately it howls, grabbing and biting into the body and just tearing off into the rain away. Clyde.
Well, Clyde's gonna look at this, and there's another one coming. Where that came from? Just you wait. And I actually want to use my ability Silver Tongued, just because I finally can. Ooh. I'm going to use this as my attack action to try and deceive him to pay attention to me. Just in case something happens, he isn't going to f me over. But this will also allow me to then use... That's pretty shitty. That's more or less fine. It still lets me use this ability whenever I take the attack action.
You do have... You do have inspiration if...
Are you leaning out to do this? Because this is a magical effect, right? Or actually, does audio extend past the...
It should. Nothing says it doesn't. It's
Oh, maybe I just assumed
incoming
it
attacks
did.
and all...
It's comfortable.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
It's pretty specific.
It's opaque, so you can't see, but okay.
But you can see out, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah. But it doesn't say anything about smell or...
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Sound. Okay, well, never mind. I guess I just assumed that.
Which does leave it open to fuckery.
Okay, and then so it needs to make it against the target's insight. Oh, okay, yeah, that's plenty high on just a natural roll.
That's
okay.
fine.
So
then
that doesn't
I just don't get the benefits, and I can't do the same thing against that target for an hour. But
you can have Roland make another attack.
Yes, because I made the attack action. So Roland, please make another free action attack with your weapon to any creature within range.
Blam!
Roland starts laughing so much he just pulls on the trigger a second time.
You promised him that there was another one where that came from, so there's another one where that came from. I'll go after the albino again.
Ugh.
So I will, if you're going after the albino one, it's going to be tricky with the sight, just because of the rain coming down and how far it was able to get away. It's difficult to see. So if you still want advantage, you'd have to go at the one closer. You can still fire at the white one. You can still kind of make it out, but it wouldn't be at advantage. And so you wouldn't have...
Well, the first one was the 14 anyway, so...
Yeah, but you wouldn't have sneak attack is my point, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
Which you would know, that's why I was trying to tell you before you got it out. But I'll allow you to adjust if you had wanted to.
Yeah. No, I got time on the other one. I wanna hit the...
Okay.
I'll do it without sneak attack. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Ooh.
Just
Oh,
barely.
wow.
We're low
10
level.
damage.
All right. So as you fire off another shot into the darkness, Clyde, is that it for your turn?
You know what? I'll give Roland a bardic inspiration
All right.
for his next shot. He's riding a real high right now. He hit 2 in a row.
Yeah. On one turn, or on one round. Like, this is unheard of.
All right.
You're welcome.
After Clyde's words, the red one kind of looks and gives a snarl in the direction of the dome before it breaks off into the rain as well. It's dashing away and catches up with the white one into the distance as they both start to disappear into the rain. Roland, what are you doing?
How stupid we gonna be?
How far away are they?
A quick look. They're over 30 feet away.
You can always step out and step back in.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, if I step out though, then I'm no longer unseen unless I stealth.
Yeah. It's dark and then thunderstorm. Pop out the other side of the bubble.
Well, oh, nope, I've apparently no. Did I use the optic last session?
I feel like you did. I was trying to think through that too. And there is something that sparks in my memory, but I don't have it written down. So I'll give you a 50-50 shot if you want it. Since I don't remember
sure.
either.
That works.
Sure, roll a d2. On a 2, we'll say that you still have it. It has a bit of latent magic.
Oh.
He gets to use bardic inspiration on this, right?
A D2 plus a D8.
Darn.
Nope.
Nah.
Okay. Then instead, to counteract the kind of the darkness and stuff, let me see here. Ah. 30 feet. Dang it. Sure. Okay. How stupid do I want to be?
Barry?
The chair said it.
The chair.
Okay. Yep. Nope. We're gonna step out to the side of the bubble and kind of. They're in full sprint away, but I'll use a bonus action to stealth and see if I can close like half the distance to them and to kind of get a better look at them, take a shot, and use the other half of my movement to get back inside the bubble. If that will work.
So how much of your movement are you using to close the gap?
15 feet, so I could have 15 feet to get back in the bubble. I'm hoping being within 20 feet of them is...
I'll give it to you on this one based on the stealth check. So Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Okay, not bad.
And that will be enough. So yeah, you can make one last shot. You see the two of them are retreating away. The red one's actually a little bit further than the white one, and the white one is kind of dragging the body along. Though the white one does seem to be bigger.
Well, the white one is what I've already done.
Yep.
26 damage to, so I'm gonna fire at him again.
Yeah, go for it. $26 definitely hits.
One shy. One shy. Wait. No, I don't have anything that changes crit range, do I?
Gonna have to key in your weapon.
Yeah. No, I don't think I do. Because the weapon isn't naturally a 19, I don't think. I'd have coded it in if it were. Okay.
Roland, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh no, we forgot to check for traps. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
You're not gonna see the rest of the pack coming.
Go ahead and roll damage on that shot for me. Nice. Crisp even 50. Clyde, within the dome, as you see Roland kind of duck out to get up onto one of these ridges to make a shot at these retreating creatures, you see Greta still standing there trying to kind of hype herself up, but she's waiting and watching to see what happens next. And Roland, as you kind of dart back inside, kind of looking across from within the dome, the creatures disappear into the heavy rain.
I winged one.
More than winged.
Now the problem is all we got here is that farmer girl.
On the bright side, we don't have a dead farmer girl either.
That's fair.
How many of those things do you think are out there? Greta kind of looks between the two of you. And how long does this thing last?
Yeah, we got... How long has it been since we said that? It's 8
like
hours.
The middle of the night, yeah. So you've got about 4 hours left.
Yeah, about 4 hours. But I can set it up again before it breaks down.
I'm going to slip, like, not even 5 feet out of the bubble and just collect some of the tufts of fur that had fallen off of the body when it transformed, just to have some form of evidence that doesn't get washed away.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Also, if you can find pieces you blew off of the alpha, we can scry on them.
You don't have...
That's part of what that investigation check was about. So you kind of run out and just quickly grab just a handful of matted gray fur and duck back inside the hut.
Yep. No. I don't have inspiration. Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Yep. Should have played a halfling. Yep.
All right. And so do the three of you just wait out the night in the hut?
Going to take out the lamp, light the lamp so we can have some light. But yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going out there.
Kind of sit down on the ground, lean back, rifle, just in the crook of his arm, and take a snooze.
Yeah, get some very restful sleep.
Under the thunderstorm in a bubble with friends.
You can count sheep. They're in the pen right next to you.
Are they?
They are up on the hill.
One.
Point at the one that just got eviscerated.
Yeah.
Half.
Wait, 5?
So the as you all, both within the keep and within the bubble, find some much needed rest, you awake to the rays of the morning sun kind of piercing through just outside of Capeview. Seems that the rain has stopped, but there is a mist that has kind of settled in on this town here.
Don't go hit me with that mist again. Not for the third time.
Boko, Thishalt, Jasira, and the others, you find yourselves within the keep. And it seems as though a handful of people have struggled to find rest throughout the night, and they're still anxious to get out, and people are wandering around. Some are having an early breakfast. Most of the children are still snoozing, and many of the older individuals have been up for some time. You look around and you see Mariah, the captain of the guard, kind of standing nearby, but you don't see the lady within this central chamber. But there are many other rooms within this keep. What are you guys doing?
It's been a very long time since Boko has been in a small town, especially with this many people so close together. So I think he would make a point of moving around the room and just checking people out and seeing
Type of shirts they got.
not necessarily, but see if there are any superficial injuries or anything that he could assist with. Anything that brings him back to the services he would provide for the other village. Whether it's simple repairs of clothing, boots, mending of wounds, applying poultices, changing bandages, anything that would help these people.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage, Boko.
Disadvantage.
I mean, you are a weird person.
Wow, I have no business rolling that high.
Don't play to your stats. So
You mean like investigation?
David, I want a screen cap of that face right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, gotta go back and snip that one in the recording. Gosh. But yeah, Boko, as you go around, you find people that have just torn up cloaks or some basic injuries and offer your help. And for the most part, the town is very receptive. Some of them are cautious of strangers, but seeing that you want to help, many invite you in. However, there is the occasional one or two that kind of gives you a sneer and kind of walks away, or says something along the lines of, "We don't take help from outsiders, we're just fine on our own." And there's the sense that there is a bit of not even a stereotype, but of a separation against you. But it seems to be that many of these people don't share that, and that it's kind of got those conflicts within any small town of people who have grown up with the same people their entire lives. But you do what you can to help out in the morning, kind of finding some assistance. Jasira, what are you up to?
I think that after Jasira gets her, 4 hours of meditation, whatever that may have looked like or whenever that occurred, she probably would have focused on kind of doing surveillance on the outside of the keep and just kind of walking around, just making sure that no one was lurking around or, God forbid, any werewolf showed up.
All right, give me a perception check.
Let's see what we got. Mm-hmm.
There's going to be 2 villagers in town. Everybody else is going to be in the keep. One of them's going to have a couple holes in them.
It's going to be suspicious. I'm just saying. Vampire or werewolf cult.
Gonna be the barkeep with snow white hair.
Jasira, you look around to the left, to the right, kind of scoping out the area, and you find that Cade is actually out there doing something similar, and you kind of meet eyes and nod to each other before continuing on. You look up and down, and the rain has heavily muddled a lot of the dirt in the town, kind of turning it into a couple inches of mud here. And you can see the various footprints from the town that was gathered. And you can see your group's kind of track that had been kind of carved in. And it started to be washed away, but there's still some bit of a trail that has kind of maintained. And you look across and you don't see any signs of any other trails into the town or out of the town. It seems that whoever was here last night seems to be
also here this morning.
within in the morning, and vice versa. You also don't see any damages to the town. There's no signs of anything being broken or destroyed or affected. Kind of doing your lap around, you find it all to be pretty intact, and it seems that at least near the town itself and the keep, that things seem to be pretty intact and have made it through the night.
Very good.
And Thishalt, is there anything that you're doing in the morning within this keep?
No, sorry. Sorry, no, nothing from me.
Okay. Then it isn't too long before Greta, Clyde, and Roland, Clyde sitting upon his new cart with his horses fastened to the front, kind of trot into town from the shepherd's place, and begin to head into the keep. And as they kind of arrive, a few of the guards kind of who are outside the doors of the keep kind of look at them a bit suspiciously, and with a lot more suspicion than any of you had received the first time you came into the town. But one of them kind of looks over. What's your business here? Who are you?
Well, don't you know us? We're the one helping the farmers. The rest of our friends are in there already. Why don't you let us through?
I don't know you or your friends. I'll have to check with the lady.
One of my friends already in there with your lady, most likely.
What's your names?
I'm Clyde. This here's some fella.
Some fella?
Some fella.
What about the woman you're with?
There's a woman with me.
My name is Greta. She kind of speaks up from the back of the wagon. Clyde, Greta, and some fella. All right. He goes inside. Boko, Jasira, Thishalt, you look up and you see as the lady, Lady Lydia, walks into the room and kind of gets everyone's attention. Well, as probably all of you have heard by now, there are rumors of creatures known as werewolves around our town. Do not fret. We will keep you safe within this keep, and I will be going out to investigate the scene of this area and see in the daylight what it is that had happened. If any of you have questions, please hold them and take them. The guards here will catalog all of them for me when I return. Take heart and ensure that we will get to the bottom of whatever is happening here. These fine adventurers have helped our wonderful Cyrus to identify and protect our people. And due to their quick thinking, we were all able to be brought in safe last night. So I'd like to give a thanks to these adventurers. And hopefully, if they are willing, they will accompany me to identify whatever this is, and if it is creatures, put a stop to them. And there's kind of some cheers from a very early morning crowd, and she kind of motions over to a few of the guards that are there. Dina, Mariah, the two of you will accompany us out to see what this evidence is, and if there are creatures, we will find them. And the two guards kind of nod and begin to walk, and you can see now that the lady is in a much different garb. Rather than the nightgown and the robe that she had been in, her hair is kind of done up in these thick braids along the side, and she has this heavier leather and scale armor with a furred cloak across her shoulders. And as she kind of comes up, the guard opens the doors and kind of comes in and whispers a few things to her ear. And she looks over to Boko, Jasira, Cade. Do you all know a Clyde, a Greta, and a Symphella?
Clyde, yes. Greta, yes.
Greta.
Kill some fella.
Some fella? One eye, two.
And she looks over at the man. He had a big hat on.
Kill him.
We take him too. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go fucking steal something as Boko now.
I will make sure to tell them that some fella is not a threat because he can't hit anything.
That's why.
Hold on,
No. Some fellas hit every shot he takes.
New alter ego.
And as the lady kind of heads towards the doors now with these two guards, and kind of looks at you all as she walks out, would you all show me where this occurred? And you all kind of accompany her out the gates into this thoroughfare, again, thick with mud and kind of hazy from the mist, but you see the wagon and the horses, Clyde up top with Greta and Roland.
Roland.
Yes.
This is the lady of the fort here, and she wishes to see where the creature attacked us.
Well, you're behind the times. It's creatures now.
Two more. Showed up during the night. Dragged the body away. I winged one of them. I'm surprised he's still standing, but...
Did you see where they went?
Wait.
Did you see the storm last night?
The three of you were out in the night.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to protect the evidence.
This guy here is real strong.
And you're all right?
Not a scratch.
Looks like it.
Well, then we are in good company. I hate to turn you around the way that you came, but could you show us where this all happened?
Absolutely.
Oh, we were just coming to pick you up.
And
Clyde will pat his new wagon.
And Sentry kind of excitedly hops up into the wagon.
Tail 1, tail 2.
Tail 1. Goodness.
Oh my god.
But as
Clyde's tails.
you all turn the carts around and begin to head out back towards the farm, and upon arriving at the farm, kind of walk your way down to the area where you had been the night before. And the sheep's carcasses are all still there, kind of lying, one of them kind of half eaten, and the heavy mud kind of stumped and marred in the area. All right, so what happened? What can you point us to?
We put out a trap. Here, with bait, which you can see there. And you can also see that the wounds are not caused by an ordinary animal. When the creature showed up, we attacked. We were victorious. and after the bipedal wolf-like form fell to the ground, it morphed back into a humanoid. All indications of lycanthropy. Afterwards, we set up a shelter to stay here and watch the evidence, but before we could fully secure it, 2 more came out of the trees right over there. And he'll point to the general area where they came from, where maybe there's still some tracks in the mud, maybe the rain washed them away. But, and knew exactly what they were doing. They went straight for the body and ran. Intelligent creatures, not mindless beasts of rage. They don't want to be discovered.
You said that they headed off this way.
Initially, the rain was so thick last night, I couldn't keep sight of them for more than a few yards.
I'm sure that you realize that this is a bit much to take in. You're sure that you saw what you saw?
I've seen much worse. My brain was not rattled by the events of last night.
Well, then I suppose we should take it with some thanks that you all were here. Would you be willing to help us a bit more and try and track these creatures down to where they came from and put an end to them?
Roland will look around to the group.
I think so, but we might need more than just the wagon for payment. It's a nice wagon, don't get me wrong.
This one said you all are mercenaries. You all work for gold?
Yes. We're trying to get further inland. And that takes, as you said, gold.
We don't have much in Capeview, but we can probably afford 100 gold pieces or so, if that is acceptable.
Maybe some food for the journey.
Wait, can we get scavengers' rights? They still do scavengers' rights?
I must admit I'm not familiar.
Well, if we go kill this werewolf, or whatever they might be, it's bound they might have something. We should be allowed to it, right? That's how they used to do it. It's good to make a claim now, before we go and find anything crazy like a family heirloom in them. If they have a family heirloom, you need to let us know now.
Claim proprietary data in the proposal.
I have some hesitance, I must admit, on the grounds that this is within my land and I know not what is within. I can certainly promise you your fair share, and should there be any bounties of rare items, I'm sure that we can arrange for at least a fair portion to go to you, if not all of it entirely.
I think we'll be able to work with that. And the first second Clyde can to look away, he's going to message Roland, hide the good stuff.
Boko is going to look at Lydia and the guards, and he's going to say, your weapons, are they magical?
Or silver. That'd do it.
No, they're not.
You have a blacksmith.
Silversmith.
We have a blacksmith, yes, though putting together a silvered blade is going to be timely. You all said that you had killed one, yes? Do you feel capable of killing 2 more?
Yes.
He almost took care of him last night if they ain't run.
However, you should operate under the impression that should we come under attack, you are to proceed defensively only.
Don't get bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure that, Sindri, he has a good deal of skill with metalcraft. He could assist your blacksmith with silvered weapons.
Well, I would be very interested if we do not find enough to finish them off now. But as you said, you have hurt one and have killed one. If possible, I would like to be able to assure my people that they are safe and not delay and possibly allow these creatures to escape our grasp. You all have shown some talent, and I would appreciate your assistance in assisting us in tracking down and finishing these creatures.
I believe you've already hired us for that purpose.
Roland, show me where they entered the forest. I would like to take a look.
Here. And he'll head off that way, kind of looking along the ground for any evidence of tracks and combing through the trees, looking for broken branches, scratched bark, all the typical Hollywood things that went, oh, moss.
Can I also argue that the misted lands, the Mournlands themselves, tend to have sort of a similar wet appearance as this?
Can you give me more on what you're trying to do?
He's trying to get.
Does Clyde have any information about
myself
what
advantage in my search
werewolf
because
tracks
I'm
kind of
searching
look like?
these kind of areas?
Well, can Clyde give him help knowing what werewolf tracks might look like from hearing stories from people who have hunted werewolves?
I think just with the number of people you have, whoever would like to roll a check can do so at advantage.
What kind of check would you like?
No,
this will be a survival check.
How important do we think this check is going to be?
Probably important.
All right. Boko,
If we roll nature or survival, do we get different things, different information?
I can't do either.
It's all right. I have both.
That's why we have him.
Between missing limbs, missing eyes, and missing skills, together Boko and Roland make one person.
I'm gonna say just
assemble like Megatron.
For simplicity here,
sisters.
It'll just be it's just the single survival roll, we'll say.
Let's go.
Could Jasira look around for some blood? Because if Roland got a couple
Clyde's
shots
telling you
off,
about how cool Roland was last night shooting these werewolves, so you get the inspiration.
What's the value of the inspiration?
D8.
Roll it. Also, you rolled that at disadvantage.
Yeah, why'd you disadvantage yourself?
Flat, dirty 20.
All right. So, Boko, you kind of lead the charge here, assisted by Roland and Jasira, as you all are kind of walking, your group kind of leading the way, the lady kind of in the middle, beside Mariah, and then the other guard kind of taking up the rear as they are progressing through. You find different... at first, it's fairly easy. There is kind of an area where there seems to be heavy, not necessarily tracks, but clearly something kind of passed through that matted down the grass and moved through the rain. And as you are moving along, and this is through kind of like this heavy forested area, even with the mist in tow, you're able to see signs of broken branches and of kind of smushed plants, and some tufts of white fur, as you maneuver through this forest, and it's a good ways of trying to track and trace things through these woods. In the process of kind of moving through here, is anyone doing anything?
Just to clarify, did you say Greta was more towards the middle of the group?
She can be. The Lady Lydia was kind of towards the group of everyone, was what I had mentioned, but
Greta should be in there too.
Okay.
Just in case.
Sure, we can put her towards the middle.
And DM, I would like to know how many humanoid creatures of medium size do we have? If we need to hide in a tiny hut, who do we need to sacrifice?
Total, you guys are traveling with the, what is it? 8 of you and the 3 people accompanying you. So 11.
Good. We boot out the 2 guards. We'll keep the lady.
There you go.
It'll be fine.
There you go.
Can't blame us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, we're all good. There's no downsides.
Oh.
It's their own fault. I mean, we're referring to them as guards. They don't have names yet, so they're expendable.
It's Dina and Mariah, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Whoops.
I wrote their names down in my searchable database.
Oh, actually, I like Mariah. Damn it.
All right,
Yeah, she
Mariah
had-
before the lady. We'll start the voting.
This is why I was voting for Sindri to stay behind and help the blacksmith.
I don't.
All
Yeah,
right.
but having a big Sindri in her back pocket.
Having a big Sindri in your back pocket.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know what I said.
Watch, we're gonna.
Sindri, the big Sindri.
Austin's gonna get tired of having to run an NPC with us, so he's gonna have Greta do something heroic and sacrifice herself. And we're gonna have werewolf Greta.
We haven't even gotten her to the point where she can swing an axe yet. We still have to spar with her. That's
time-
literally on my quest
Our
list.
first action of violence will be the time she dies.
Oh.
Her first action of violence will be as a werewolf.
Oh, that's dope, actually.
Don't do it.
Dragon werewolf.
Fuck yeah. All right, Greta, I have got an idea. Don't get angry.
All right.
I'm real low, buddy.
So you guys are continuing through this forest as the tree cover is starting to get higher and higher. The area around starts to get a little bit darker as you make your way through these trees, and you start to hear the sound of water nearby. Boko, kind of heading up the charge, you make your way to the front, and there is a bit of a clearing from the thick underbrush where the trees kind of open up a little bit, and there is a small stream kind of carving through the woods here, and you see a stone bridge that is kind of built up over this stream.
No.
Not a bridge.
Don't worry, this one's stone, not rope.
Check every rock for traps.
Looking at like this bridge itself, could I get an idea of how old it is?
Do
I have?
Hey, Miss
Yeah,
Lady Person,
don't
how
have
old is this
stone
bridge in your province?
Also, I'm sorry, but quick break
I know,
for free-range, gluten-free organic milk bone, Boko.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for somebody to find that.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh
Here, boy.
god.
Come get a treat.
I don't know. The way you described us walking up on this bridge just sketched me the fuck out.
That feels intentional.
Werewolves can't cross running water, right?
I remember
Definitely.
reading that in a book somewhere.
Yeah.
Dogs
One of
don't
the-
like getting wet.
But yeah, Clyde,
Yeah, but dogs can't swim, right? Like that's the thing. Like they never jump into water.
Clyde, You ask Lady Lydia this as you're walking along, and she kind of gives a weak shrug. This land long predates my realm, and we're not exactly the best at keeping archived histories. I've been out to this area before, and there's some ruins scattered across these forests, but I know not their origin. And Boko, if you want to make me a history check, kind of looking across these stones to try and get anything to date them somehow.
This doesn't look like more Dragon Slayer ruins, does it?
Looking across them, it's difficult to say with certainty, just because you're not exactly sure what constitutes that. But you don't see any Dragon Slayer motifs. For now, you just kind of see the bridge that you're upon, and it looks to be kind of smooth stones. It's definitely well crafted. And you can tell that the society that put this together was probably a lot larger or wealthy or more skilled than the one currently in Capeview. But outside of that, you don't have any details on how old this could be.
Any muddy tracks running across it?
Give me an investigation check.
Or like torn up branches.
Or blood.
Or blood.
Mhm.
Ooh, can I join on the blood thing, looking for evidence along the route of stop laughing, Clyde.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that was both.
Of like proof that I turned the albino into Swiss cheese.
Yeah, Roland, if you want to go ahead and make an investigation check as well.
All right.
Jasira will help with that if he wants advantage.
Do me a favor, roll more than a 2.
For you. I can't possibly roll a lower total.
I see.
Say it.
It's gonna be red.
Come on.
Oh,
yes. Bam.
You might have found your bullet.
That's spicy. Okay, so Boko, you looking across the bridge, you don't see any footprints or no obvious signs. Roland, you kind of go off to the side of the bridge as others begin to cross it, and you see along the bank a few drops of blood and actually kind of a brush through the mud where it looks like something might have been drug into the water, and kind of further up, just at kind of the edge of your vision in the kind of darkened area of the forest here, you can see another spot where it seems like something came out of the river or of the stream here.
There.
Where? What do you see? And with that, there is a
Werewolf.
scream out from behind you all, and you kind of turn, and the guard kind of at the back of the line is gone.
Oh God.
No.
And immediately Mariah kind of pulls a blade and kind of looks through the trees around you.
Mariah's still alive.
Tina.
Jasira's gonna start popping knuckles, man.
I much preferred when I was in my hut.
Weapons are coming off.
Yep. Rifle off the back and scanning through the trees.
Yeah, Clyde's got his crossbow because he doesn't want to get
And-
close to any of these. No, it doesn't have any.
Bayonet fixed.
It's not going to help against these. You know what Clyde has? He has a thing of oil because he has plenty of oil.
Oh, there you
Never
go.
be without lube.
Okay. Okay. Roll.
Moving on.
Sorry. Boko is going to reach into his pouch and pull out a foot of rope that he cut off, which is why Roland only has 49 feet of rope. And he's going to hold it out, and it's going to stand on end. He's going to cast a rope trick and immediately start ushering Lydia and Greta into it.
Greta is like, no, I can stay.
No, absolutely not.
And Lydia also kind of on the side. I need to at least see this creature before I can get out of anywhere.
Then stay close, and he's going to hand the rope to her.
I like the rope that's up to 60 feet long rises into the air. Doing.
Is that a rope in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Also, I have now...
You don't want to climb 60 feet up in the middle of a battlefield, do you?
No, that's fair.
This is the worst gym experience I've ever had in my life, just like stress climbing.
Also, I have marked it down now. I have 49 feet of rope in my inventory.
That's going to come into play later.
It is. You're going to be hanging 51 feet off of a cliff. And going, throw me the rope!
You can't even reach the rope.
Oh.
All right, so looking around, what are you guys doing? Readying yourselves as best you can. This portal has apparated.
I'm going to step off away from the group slightly, but not fully, and try and stealth behind a tree.
Okay, give me that stealth check.
With as I'm preparing and no targets are in sight, I will cast guidance on myself to be able to do it better.
All right.
With like just Wilhelm scream off into the trees, and I'm just going.
And you're so just for reference, there's kind of the thick forest behind you, and then there's kind of this broken open clearing, and there's kind of a stream meandering through the clearing, and there's that bridge over it. Are you kind of going back into the thick forest the way that you came? Are you looking for some? Are you going to some of the trees on the other side of the bridge, or are you kind of going up parallel to the stream?
I'll dive under the bridge.
Okay. All right.
I think there's something wrong with this bridge. I think it's trapped because the werewolves went underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to find out, and none of you can see me.
The werewolves went to the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
They specifically did not go over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say for those that are left off the bridge, can we all kind of put our backs together so we kind of have a nice little circle of protection?
Yeah.
We're all pointing outwards in.
You guys kind of gather up together, and everyone kind of prepares weapons, kind of ready, all kind of looking and watching and waiting. No sign of anything.
Clyde, make yourself look very juicy.
Clyde will
Time for
hold
the oil.
up.
Start basting yourself a little bit.
Pull the salt out and just go.
Salt Boko.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Great question. Do we have any seasoning? What's up?
Boko will look to Clyde and go, call out to them.
Here, doggy, doggy, doggy.
Jasira starts
really well.
I would say start whistling a little bit.
Where are the horses?
With the carriage?
I would
we
say,
would
Did we bring the carriage out?
you would have left them
Yeah, we
at the
would've left them
farm.
At least
Yeah.
the farm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have at least told us that all my horses are dead.
No.
Oh, you see blood.
No,
it's from the horses.
He'd tell us after the fight.
Aw. That Clyde. That Clyde's too.
Not Clyde and Dale. Oh no.
You guys wait, and listen, and watch. There's a flutter through the trees. A bird goes off flying.
I shoot it. I'm kidding.
I know where Roland is.
Where the guard was abducted, are there any immediate tracks that I can just walk up and just take a quick look and see what we're dealing with?
Yeah, if you want to head back towards the tree line, you certainly can.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Not doing bad at all.
Better.
Not bad. It was
Boko,
good for you.
Looking down, it's odd. In this kind of it is kind of like this wet earth and mud here. And you can see where one of the boots is had to kind of like kick off to the side as there's this wide sweeping pattern. And it looks like the individual kind of fell down into the mud, where you can see a place where the body and the arms kind of fell flat. And then there's kind of it looks like it's kind of been pulled or kind of lifted away. It's odd where there's kind of patterns that lead off into the trees.
But there are no creatures of a monster.
There's nothing that you can see.
No tracks on either side of the dragged trail. Does the dragged trail disappear eventually?
So as far as like either side, this is right on the kind of the thick forest where there's
taking flight.
So it's difficult to tell if there was anything nearby, but kind of looking, you don't see any clear evident tracks. And this is within the forest, so it's not like heavy mud everywhere, but there's a good bit of wet ground, and you don't see any tracks that you can tell. Kind of looking and following the trail of this body kind of seems to lead into the trees a little bit, but you could try and track it further if you'd like.
Weremonkeys.
Weremonkey.
It seems like these creatures perhaps also have some sort of support from the air. Whatever took this guard, it did not seem to touch down.
Hearing him say that, I'm gonna poke out from under the bridge and just start scanning through the treetops.
Give me a perception check, Roland.
Yep.
So kind of feeling a werewolf cult. I don't know. Something about it.
There's multiple were creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were toucans.
Whoa. There you go.
Were toucans? It's like
Roland,
we proceed with caution, carefully.
Extreme vigilance.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth.
Mariah, why don't you take the lead? Who of you is willing to take the rear? It's probably the most dangerous.
Not me.
Clyde's like, nose goes.
I think we should put Sindri in the back, because those that don't know him don't realize how fucking heavy he is.
That's
and
genius.
He looks small.
That's genius. Yeah.
Oh, and then he can just get big.
Yeah, something hits him and just immediately like fucking face plants, because he's just like, hey.
No.
Crabs starts taking off, rises into the air, suddenly stops. And he's just like, hi.
I was thinking,
wanted to do.
Sweeps by, grabs him, and just goes, bink, to the ground.
Just the Looney Tunes baseball play of, I got it, boom.
All right. So you guys following after Mariah, kind of keeping Lady Lydia and Greta towards the middle. Who's going after Mariah with Sindri, and we'll say Cade in the back as well with him?
Those two, then Clyde.
Jasira will be towards the back, so she can be next by Sindri and Cade.
Okay, it can go Sindri, Cade, Jasira, Clyde.
Okay.
There you go.
Roland will be up near the front.
Yeah.
Greta, Lydia,
stealthing.
Roland, Boko, and Mariah, I think, are all going to be at the front.
All right, moving forward, kind of tracking through these woods. Boko, you kind of tracking the pattern through the brush. You can see where there's a lot of plants that have kind of been knocked down and tangled up, and where there are pieces that are kind of pulled off to the sides. And you also see where the spear is kind of tossed down to the side, or the shield kind of crunched into the mud. Working your way through, are you guys going in single file after Mariah, or are you kind of spreading out a little bit?
So how big is the path opening? Yeah.
It's not a path. You guys are going into the woods.
Okay.
If Roland is spreading out a little bit, Boko will be supporting him from there, but he will rest a hand on Mariah and
We could do
not
like
let her beyond arm's reach.
We could do like a 3x3 kind of grid or something.
Roland, I think, can handle it himself. I don't have a lot of confidence in Lydia, Mariah, or Greta.
Oh, I wouldn't. No offense to them, but...
All right. So moving through, all being careful and quiet, stepping forward, looking at the tracks. Eventually, Boko, you get to a spot where the trail and the broken brush end. And you and Mariah there kind of look across it strangely, and you see the just shredded remains of this leather armor and clothes. And no blood or bones. And these long scratches up the tree. And immediately as you kind of begin to spin around, there is this rush of white fur from the back that tackles into Sindri and is a heavy emanation as they kind of tumble in, and immediately Thishalt and Cade begin to rush afterwards. And Boko, you kind of spin around ready to assist, and then you feel underneath your hand fur. And I need everybody
Mariah?
to roll initiative.
They're the werewolves! Wait! Oh!
Fuck!
I knew it! I had a feeling! Also, I told you guys Sindri would be first! I told you! He's there! Ha!
It
Oh,
Hasn't bit him
he
yet.
still has to be. He still has to. Be
I know,
and
but
Boko
like...
is right there with him. It all depends on
I
the
just want to
initiative roll.
I just want to say from the very, very beginning, I was like, what if Lydia is the fucking werewolf?
Oh, of course she is. She has to.
Oh, I was thinking that.
I had a thought early on of tossing her silver coins, but I thought it would be too uncouth. But
Distrustful.
You stop worrying about being couth. Also, I can't see anything.
no, everything is blackness.
Everything is blackness?
Yes,
I see just
It is
fine.
my old friend.
That's a very nihilistic view of the world.
I have
Yeah,
no
I'm
vision
okay,
yet.
though.
I must see.
Oh, I know why. Because I forgot to turn it from night to day.
Oh,
Aye, that'll do it.
That'll do it. That should
Is it
be-
worth it to? I think I have to spend the inspiration on this, huh?
Oh, do it.
it might be
On
worth it.
initiative?
On
I'll
initiative.
say, wait, give it just
Okay,
one
can you
second
see
to
now?
see where the werewolves go.
Yes.
That's true.
All right. Can I roll higher than a 7?
Mm,
You guys can probably
Slightly
see
higher.
everything, can't you?
Yeah.
yes.
Is that bad?
I'm going
Yes,
to try.
I see the
Oh.
big waterfall thing. Oh,
I'm gonna
now things
try
are dim.
something.
Things are all dark.
Cool.
Oh, now it's black
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna fix it into another way, I think, where I'll just have to give you all. Oh, I can do this maybe? Nah, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna do it this way.
What if Lydia is the only one that isn't a werewolf?
I don't buy it. But we'll see. I'll take some loose change and hold it to her face. Like a true gentleman.
Clyde's first action initiative is to hurl a handful of silver coins at her.
Okay, that's.
I
what
am now a
want.
little nervous for Greta being next to Lydia, though, just in case.
Oh yeah, and doesn't she have your rope trick?
I don't think it can move.
Oh, okay, so it's left back.
I probably would have
There's
just
just
stopped the
just-
spell and taken Roland's rope back.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's just a foot of my rope hanging. Can you stop the spell? Is it concentration? It is not.
It's
On
just
our
there.
way back, I will grab the 1 foot of rope that is on the ground there,
And give it back to you.
Better.
You can tie it onto yours so that you can have a...
Yeah, but then I have 49 and a half
Or
meter
three
rope.
quarters, yeah.
So you tie it to a monkey fist, and now you have a weapon.
Okay. So I'm going to, so just for ease, we're going to say, I'm going to hand wave things a little bit, just because we've got a couple people out, and we're going to say that the fight with Sindri, Thashult, and Cade, actually we'll have Thashult can still be in, but we'll say that Cade and Sindri are kind of off on their own, and we'll have their kind of own portion of this, and just be aware of that, and you'll have to suspend imagination, and then based on your guys' fight, the other fight will have a similar outcome, so you don't have to worry about that. But I don't want to add in a bunch of extra complexity and extra character sheets if we don't have to. So fair warning, if it becomes relevant, we can handle it.
But they have the white one.
Yes, they do have the white one, because Sindri is the big one. So he gets the big werewolf.
Roland needs to finish the kill.
Don't worry, you can
that on the
kill
roll.
Seriously, that was my whole plan.
Fine,
I was going to target the white one.
Fine, we can say it was the red one. I don't really care. If it's gonna hold you up that much.
All right, you whined the DM
that
at
legitimately
submission.
was like I only care about killing the white one.
Okay, we'll say for ease then that it was the red one, and we're just gonna remove Cade and Sindri from this. They'll have their own little fight off to the side.
I'm good with that. If they die, it's fine. I just need to kill the white one.
Oh my gosh.
Both contract lycanthropy, but don't tell us.
Okay, I still need Boko.
Nicholas has already done that to us with one character.
So Boko did roll these things to...
Yes,
Noah, are you in for this fight, or would you rather be off to the side as well?
Noah!
No, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I could be part of this. I can go up to my computer in just a second.
Okay, no worries. I just wanted to know if I needed to roll you in or not. Okay.
Yeah, please do.
The Schalt.
Cracking up.
Initiative. Okay. Oh, and I need Greta too. Greta.
I don't like how I am the closest person to said werewolf.
That
How do we
werewolf
change
isn't
this?
there.
Oh, thank goodness.
I would assume that werewolf is Mariah. Yeah?
Okay.
If you said Boko is now feeling fuzz. Yeah.
Are we calling this functional darkness?
Dim light.
It's a kind of equivalent to functional darkness. Yeah, you have a limit on the maximum that you can see.
Okay, I was gonna say if Clyde can't see, he would have a lamp.
You guys should be able to see.
Yeah, I have just
nearby.
a barely bit of vision. But
if you would like to light up a lamp, we certainly could say that happened.
I have zero vision. That's why.
I just forgot to give you it because I forgot you didn't have dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I also don't have dark vision. Humans are weak.
Yeah, I fixed
if
you.
Humans are weak.
Clyde would have lit a lamp while we're walking through.
Okay, we'll add that one as well.
Or at least have it ready, and if you want, I can use a action to light it.
We can say that would have.
All right.
We'll add that in as well.
Another reason Clyde looks juicy.
Yes. Real dangerous pouring the oil on you when the lamp is lit.
Functional question. If Clyde gets eaten, are the werewolves considered intoxicated?
Yeah.
I think they need to at least make a constitution check.
Otherwise, they lose control of their eye.
I hate to tell you, their constitution's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not planning to attack their con.
Them bastards
That's not my plan today.
won't be stunned.
Not going to be a con man.
It depends how bad it goes.
Okay, so as this is happening, we will kick it off with here. Okay. So Boko, as you are kind of investigating this up towards the front with Mariah, you feel this the kind of fabric that your hand is on kind of shift and rip, and fur emits from beneath it. And as you spin around, you find yourself face to face with this large blue furred wolf or werewolf.
Blue?
Blue.
Oh God.
I'm annoyed. Boko looks miffed at this creature.
Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face.
I'm not the greatest puncher, I'm gonna be honest.
All right,
Okay,
shank
flash
him in his
him.
Pull
spleen.
my arm off
Shank
and
him in
throw
his
it at them.
spleen.
That works too.
Okay.
Whatever your heart says to do, do it.
All right. And so this werewolf is going to go ahead and make 2 slashes. Oh, that's why. It's not on the right side.
Is this considered a surprise round?
This is just the beginning of initiative.
Cool.
She just rolled the
This
highest.
is only the beginning.
This is only the beginning.
Wild. Okay.
Okay. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's too loud. Goodness gracious. Okay. And Boko, what's your AC right now?
Oh no.
My AC is 17.
Your favorite thing to hear from the DM.
All right. So
I'm in danger.
as the this creature spins around, and as it sheds the
I think you did.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Retta is going before I am?
We'll boost that one up.
Violence. Swing that axe, girl.
All right, Jasira then.
If you give me 1 second, I want to make sure I know what my armor class is because I forgot to put in the bracers. So I want to make sure everything is. Yeah, so cool. It should be good. I should be at 16 with the bracers. We are
Perfect.
toasty. Okay. So we see Big Fuzzy, and that's. And then Cindery got drug off. And Cade. Oh. So. With her instinct saying that the guards are werewolves, she does not immediately trust Lydia, so she's going to just kind of jump back over here
Okay.
and then kind of complete her movement and kind of arc around to get a little bit closer to Boko. So I'm gonna plop there for a moment. Let me double check my movement. Here we go. So it'd be like to here, or sorry, she was here. So it's like 15 to 40. That's not bad. Get off my screen, please. Thank you. And we have 45, so she'll actually get one more block closer. And then... Oh my gosh, sorry, all these things are moving. And bam.
Okay.
That's where she will be, and she will hold her action to punch.
Holding
Good.
action to
Wolfie,
punch.
get over to her. Yeah. Or kick. I'm not too picky. Just.
Hold action to beat ass.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then after Jasira is Clyde's turn.
I would like to, looking at this big bad werewolf, go, no, we don't need none of that, and cast Hold Person on them, please.
Okay.
There you go. Do it.
Are werewolves humanoid?
Yes. I
I
believe
love
so.
it. Clyde goes, we don't need none of that.
Nah.
Stop.
So you toss out this spell, and it does seem to function here, but the creature itself seems to resist the effect.
That's
Bummer.
a whole lot of bullshit.
They are humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
Roland, you gonna have to take a shot. And you get some bardic inspiration. Because Clyde and I would like to move back here behind the shawl. Thank you.
Excellent plan.
Human armor. What up?
You go get him, bud. Slap you right on the ass.
All right. And Clyde, as you kind of rush backwards, there is suddenly a movement of white fur from the ruin nearby as Jasira, a large creature, hops from where it had been perched and drops down next to you. And you can go ahead and give me that 2 attacks.
Yeah, she was right. She was like, whoop. Let's go.
Jasira's holding her action like this.
Gets him on the backswing.
Hey, David, come get your wolf. Thanks. That's bad.
9
That's
does not
bad.
hit.
Oh no!
That's 11.
11 does not hit either, unfortunately.
Roland.
No.
Oh
Jasira's shadowboxing.
no. She's trying. Oh, you're bigger than the other one.
And as your 2 attacks miss, the creature unleashes its own. This one doesn't seem to have any weapons, just the claws. And what did you say that your AC was?
16.
Okay, well, the first one misses. The second one does hit, though, as the claws missed you, but it goes down for a bite that crunches in. And you will be taking... that'll be 6 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Plot twist. It's Jasira. I told you. I'm not good at Constitution. Get ready to murder me. Get ready to murder me. I'm gonna be a werewolf.
All right.
Uh-oh.
We all lost.
Roland.
So as a joke, can Jasira like howl real quick?
Jasira, as this bite cuts into your shoulder, and you feel as it gets in just enough to make contact into your flesh, and you kind of look, and for now you don't feel anything.
Cool.
For now.
Roland, it is your turn.
So Roland had been getting ready to shoot the blue one and sees the white one come crashing out of the woods and just goes, "There you are." Swivels around behind a tree and leans out the other side to take a shot and is going to go ahead and use his insightful manipulator to see investigation versus the creature's deception to see what he can learn about it.
All right.
That he wasn't able to last night.
Okay.
Yeah, that's terrible. 18.
I got a 19, so you get to learn one of the creature's ability scores.
Constitution.
Constitution is a 14 for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I will take my shot.
All right.
At normal, and I get sneak attack because Jasira is there.
And a D8 if you need it. You might need it.
I need it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to look.
Yeah.
One shy, isn't it?
One shy.
Yeah.
It's a 14.
Yep.
So you fire, but this creature just kind of coming down from the ground is kind of rebounding and moving, and you just catch it kind of skimming across the fur, just barely missing it. Anything else, Roland?
And then I'm going to, well, I would walk to my left a little bit, but, you know. I will circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll circle to here. And just kind of like crouch down behind this little hillock right here.
Okay. And
that'll do it.
From there, we have Greta.
Violent.
Let's go, girl.
Violent.
Greta, for the moment, looks around and has a hand on her blade, but is a bit reluctant still to kind of get into that. You can see that she's ready and kind of standing protectively next to Lady Lydia. But for the moment, she's holding herself in a defensive stance rather than an aggressive one. And Boko, that's your turn.
Boko is gonna reach for the blade and drag it down the leg, slicing through the chimera. And using the chimera's action, he's gonna fuse with it and grow an extra arm from his back that is gonna grab the second shield that he carries and wield the second shield, and he's gonna do his very best armadillo impression.
Perfect.
And before I forget, I'll use a bonus action to solidify the fusion between him and the chimera. So I don't immediately lose my arm. And I am going to try to kick the ever-living shit out of this blue werewolf. And hope it doesn't fucking hit me back.
Going for a kick.
Oh, 24?
24 definitely hits. And does this count as a magical weapon?
This is a magical weapon.
Okay.
This is an infused weapon.
Yeah. All right, so 6 points slashing damage.
And nope, Boko's gonna stay right here. I'm not happy about it.
All right. And Lydia, in this moment, kind of rushes up next to Boko, kind of pulling out a blade of her own as she takes some swipes at the blue werewolf creature. Unfortunately, the two swipes, both of them just go off to the side of the creature. And Thishalt, are you at your computer?
I am, yes.
All right, so can you, are you able to see, or actually I might not.
Yes, I can see.
Violence?
L.
I can
Violence.
see. I can fight.
I can fight. Okay, let's see. So we got Boko and who'd you say was up here?
That's Lady Lydia.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And then we got Jasira over here with the big guy.
Yeah, being
They're
munched.
both sizable folk.
Towards Jasira.
She's being munched.
I'm being munched. I got
Oh, that's
bit.
right. Are you being? Is she actively like grappled? No, I guess not. No.
You
No,
didn't
just
specify.
mildly munched.
Mildly
All
munched.
right, well,
Nice shoulder blade. Or
Yeah,
shoulder,
she kind of like took a
that
bite
nice-
and was kind of like tossed off to the side in this attack.
I mean, Jasira is a snack.
legit.
all right.
though.
Well, I'm gonna step up and just deploy out the right arm. All right, let's see if this works. You see a little spinning piece come out and just the hydro blade deploys
Nice.
as we are going to attempt to cut him.
All
Do
right.
it.
I hope I have this
Cut
coded.
you.
I do.
Number 3 in test.
It wasn't supposed to be an advantage, but yeah, it's a 7, I guess.
Unfortunately, a
Rats.
7 does not hit.
Oh my god.
Oh, rats.
That 17 would have worked too.
However, I do think. Hold on. Do I get to use this for extra attack? Can I try again?
No, this one is an action, unfortunately.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I thought. That's what I thought. Okay.
And I think it does take a use of your hydro, right?
I used one of my hydro.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, perfect. So yeah, you rush forward and make this slice as this water blade just kind of surges out this high pressure blade-like appendage, but the creature is just too fast and just pulls down as you're trying to make sure you don't hit Jasira, and doing more to look at her. All right. And in this moment, Mariah is going to, this blue werewolf, who was Mariah, is going to go ahead and make a leap over Boko, not taking any attacks of opportunity. And
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not Greta. Not Greta. No.
Greta.
immediately
Pretend it's a tree that is trying to hurt you.
No. Not Greta.
Chop that wood.
And as the creature like jumps down next to Greta, you can see that she does kind of take her axe and actually tries to make a swing out, but the creature just dodges out of the way, again not taking attacks of opportunity, and rushes directly towards Roland and begins to tear in to Roland.
Excuse me?
They're taking out the capable people.
And
Better than Greta, I think.
Roland,
Damn.
what's your AC
Fair.
right now?
You hit. It's 16. I'm pretty sure I
16?
have the lowest AC of anyone in the party except Clyde.
This is a 15
I have
on the
16.
claws.
Oh. Bog.
There's only a 15 on the claws. We'll see on the sword. The sword does hit, and then the bite. All right. So as the claws go in, you just kind of drop yourself down, but the blade in the other hand cuts down, and you will take... Oh, wrong die. You will also take 12 points of slashing damage from this blade as it carves into your side, and the creature opens up its jaws, but you just roll out of the way, and it gets a mouthful of dirt and mud.
Ooh. 12, you said?
12 slashing. And that'll bring us to Jasira.
Okay. Freya, shut up. I think she's upset I'm about to attack her werewolf people. Let's see. First of all, I have my 6 key back. Let me do that. Yeah, so we're gonna flurry of blows, and I'm going to try to stun it at least once. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That would be ideal if you could do that.
Yeah,
Please
I
do.
know. I think my life might partially depend on it. So
Well,
it might partially depend on it. I'm just saying. So number 1, garbage.
No!
Number
Stop
2.
that.
That hits.
Okay.
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 How
Go for the
about
swing,
a
and
stunning
at the last
strike?
second, open the hand and just go.
oh, just
I
slap him
mean-
right on the nose.
I mean,
Bad doggy.
I can. So like, if
It's
I
a-
do,
It's a 14. What's the DC for stun?
shit, I'm 13. That's not
13,
cool.
okay.
Okay, let's try that again, because I get at least 2 more attempts.
Make sure to roll
Ow.
damage.
Oh, I will. But 15 again.
Okay. Therefore, natural 20 on the second one.
Gosh dang it, Austin.
At least it wasn't
It's
on
the
an
one.
attack.
Yes.
I know. This is the one.
Oh, might be the one.
It's
The
the one.
fists aren't doing anything. Just kick them right in the balls.
Unfortunately,
know
this
what?
one was a 13 even, so it still passes. But go ahead and roll me that
Well,
damage.
it's gonna get over twice the damage I've done
Nice.
so far.
Long.
Pow.
Yeah, just smashing into it, and you can see as you punch into it, the wounds that Roland had begin to break open. The places there that had just finished healing over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in fact, since it's a crit, let's aim for those spots if she can kind of see where some scarring might be.
Yeah, roll me a
That's where she's gonna
D100.
punch. Oh yes. D100.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum,
That's
bum.
pretty fucking
Up
good.
there. That's up there.
All right,
Come
let's
on,
see what
Jasira.
we got. Sorry, I gotta load the doc.
That's okay. Let's see, that would be... Gosh, that would be at least... I think that'd be 3 key spin. 1, 2,
It's 4
4.
for
Yeah.
the flurry of blows.
Yeah, I'm doing math. Yeah, I'm doing the math. So I was like, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the target, you kind of looking at one of these areas is back on the hip of this creature, and you smash into it, and it breaks open the tendons that Roland had shot, and this creature is hamstrung and loses their bonus action until the end of the encounter.
Hell yeah.
And that'll bring us to Clyde.
Yeah. I wish I could help you more, Roland. I really do. Oh, no. Clyde will look at this big blue werewolf like, hey, no, you're supposed to stand downrange when you fight from him so you can hear the real good things. Like this. And Clyde's going to cast Dissonant Whispers on her to try and get her to...
Oh, that's 3 ones.
Why is it a DC 11?
Why was it 3 ones on the 3d6?
I
That's
can't help
rough,
that.
bro.
I want her to leave you alone. That's the
It
ideal.
does fail the check regardless. What is the effect of Dissonant Whispers? Let's see.
It has to use all of its movement to run as far away as possible from Clyde.
From Clyde. Okay.
Shoo, fuck off.
Yeah.
So out this way, I guess? Or that
Yeah.
way?
How?
Probably like this way.
Cross that water.
Yeah, I'm more trying to think about the effect
Of the
that
water.
it has. No, not of the water, of the ability that it used.
Oh.
I don't think it makes sense for that to carry over. I think that's the intent behind that is not for that to work. Okay. So it is going to immediately begin to just race away from Roland.
Question,
And Roland,
though.
you do get an attack of opportunity if you would like it.
So, quick question though.
Uh-huh.
Is it now or on its turn?
Oh.
It
Immediately
must
use its
immediately
reaction,
use its
so it's now.
reaction.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
I did specify earlier that I had bayonet fixed, so ka-cham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go for it.
And this isn't your turn, so if you land it, you get sneak.
It's not
Right.
sneak because there's nobody there.
Oh, there's
no-
nobody.
I don't have advantage.
It's
Yeah.
not hidden.
Yep.
But it is still an attack.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and fix bayonets.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Let's see the damage.
The melee. Without question.
Do it.
With no riders, so it's literally just a D4 that.
It's really well.
Yeah.
It's kind of like 2d4 though.
Yeah.
It's like a spicy health potion.
Spicy health. Sliced.
Oh man.
9
Okay.
points of damage.
And then D100 for the table.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god.
That's one.
Yeah.
No bonus.
Within
All right.
one of you.
As
Is it
it
the same window?
I know.
Yeah, as it runs away, you just carve into the back of its leg, also kind of cutting into the tendons, hamstringing it, and preventing it from using a bonus action, which is good because its leap was a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Trim that down.
All right. And after Clyde's turn, it is the White Wolf's turn, as it is going to look still at Jasira and releases its attacks at her. And the claws will carve into you for 11 points of slashing damage, and then does also hit.
Oh no.
And that's going to be 8
Austin, you're
points
hurting
of
me.
piercing damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw.
Hold on, now I have to do math. So that's 19. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So that's
Oh, doing
That's-
math in D&D.
37.
Horror.
It's okay. It's okay. I can survive one more of those. I can
Reverse-
survive one
reverse
more. Whew. But oh wait, and then you need a con. Okay, that's gonna go super. Nat 20. No, 18 though.
All right.
18
Pretty
though.
darn close.
Okay.
And
Yeah, might as
You
well
will be
be.
turned into one werewolf.
Oh, there you go.
that will bring us to Roland.
Each fist becomes a separate werewolf.
Gonna be looking like
Okay.
my not the.
Gosh.
After the stabbing with the bayonet, he's just gonna whip the rifle around, cycle it real quick, and is choosing between the blue and the white. And we're gonna go with the white. We're gonna try and Disciple Manipulator again with the investigation versus deception. maybe this time
Ooh.
a dead average roll will meet a dead average roll and I'll win.
I think
Ideally.
it's still the same. Nope, it's not. You learn the creature's resistances, vulnerabilities, and immunities.
Okay.
And this was on the blue one or the white one? Sorry.
The white one.
The white one. Okay,
I'm going
so
back to my original target. I need to finish the kill.
the white one has immunities to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks not made with silvered weapons.
Oh. Yeah, Roland is just gonna call out, Lydia, get out of here! Your weapons don't do shit! And then-
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
not shit.
Skita!
Your weapons don't
It's the
do
first
skita!
one!
Insert.
And we'll take the shot.
All right.
Normal rifle, sneak attack,
Bam.
blammo.
19 will hit.
That's I ain't.
Oh,
18.
I love my piercer feat.
Alrighty. And let's see. Greta kind of standing there, her axe now kind of swung out, but having missed anything, her arms are kind of shaking as she looks around. She sees in this moment Jasira kind of on the ground and kind of pulls something within herself and kind of takes a step forward. She doesn't yet attack, but she steps kind of in between this creature and Jasira.
Aww, Greta.
And Boko, that's going to be you.
She trying.
So Boko is going to rush up alongside Jasira and go for a wild kick at this
Boko,
thing.
as you go to move away, there are just the words under the breath.
Mm-mm.
They may not do anything against them. And you feel the stabbing pain of a blade in your side. And as you feel it kind of pinning down into your own leg, you are not able to move. And you will take...
Sentinel.
I told you, you don't trust her.
15
I had a
points
bad
of slashing damage.
So my new AC is 19. Does that change anything?
It was
I
a
mean, she
natural
still does have
20, so it
advantage.
definitely doesn't change anything.
Wait, how much damage was it?
15 points of slashing damage.
15. All right, there goes the extra Chimera health that I had.
Ooh.
Boko is going to turn to her. And he's gonna go instead of the... Oh no, he has his bonus action this turn. He's gonna try to kick the shit out of her.
You should. You should.
Yes.
22
Yeah.
Kick that shit.
And so
Kick that
wild swing with this leg, and then dropping down low, spreading the shields out. He's gonna come out just with the dagger, just immediately try to reach out and just catch a bit of her. 21.
21 also hits.
And then he's gonna drop down low and just bring those shields up nice and close, squaring off with her.
As you carve out towards her, bringing in the shields, you see that as her body is starting to shift, this fur breaking out, those cuts that you made on her immediately begin to start to heal. And it looks like your weapons, even being magical, don't do as much as you had hoped. And
Oh, God.
as this creature begins to show its true form, it is going to take its turn.
What a side quest.
World is alive. And with that,
I thought we could use a quick pick-me-up.
we got another natural 20. Let's go. All right,
Recipient.
7. another 15 points of slashing damage as the claws just carve down into you once. I should probably roll to hit. That does hit. And then 11 points of slashing damage from the other claws as they carve across you the other way. The sword dropped down by the side at this point. And as this just wicked grin from this creature raises up, and it's going to try and bite down on you.
Oh God, Boko. Oh,
You
no.
wouldn't believe it, but it's another freaking natural 20.
I am actually dead.
No joke.
How many times did she crit me?
3 times now in 4 attacks.
In a row.
3 times, not quite in a row. There were 4 attacks, but oh my goodness.
You did it to yourself. You named
Rip
yourself
Boko.
the free-range, gluten-free organic milk bone.
Is that why she has advantage on me?
She doesn't even have advantage is the crazy part. She only had advantage on the first attack, and the 20 was the first roll. Okay, so it's going to be 12 points of piercing damage as it bites into you.
I have 6 HP left.
HP?
Oh, you're up.
Oh no,
Stamina?
sorry. Stamina. So
6
wait,
stamina.
how many points total is it?
So it was 15, and then the last one.
The last one?
Wait. Did she hit with all 3? Yeah, she did. So it was 15, then I forget what the second one was. It was 11. Yeah. So 15 from the sword, 15 and 11 from the claws, and then 12 from the bite.
So 12. Okay, so it is in my HP now.
Okay. Then she
And
will
I
need
did
to
lose
roll.
half of my HP at the time from that attack.
Oh my God.
Also, what are the new crit rules?
So whenever your HP gets hit, they roll a critical roll on you, and then
Yeah, but there was a change to monsters critting us.
oh, I think you're right. Let me go refresh my memory.
Is it info or game mechanics?
It'd be in game
Probably
mechanics. I think it's all heals.
Oh,
It's
the crits
on.
affect both stamina and health.
I think like the damage to health is like the CR of the creature or something like
Yes.
the CR of the creature.
Yes, you're right. The damage to the health pool should have been to the CR of the creature. I'd forgotten
From
about
the
that.
first 2?
From the first 2 crits. Yep. I'd forgotten
is
to
this?
roll the crits at all.
CR of the
So
creature.
you would. Oh,
Is it higher
let
than
me
3?
Make sure I'm reading all this.
Oh wait, no, this is
That's
3
just-
crits. It doesn't matter if it's higher than 3.
Yeah, I don't think it might.
The amount of damage enemies deal to your health for a crit is set at a value equal to their CR.
Mhm.
Alright, hang on. Let's see.
BRB.
No, you're good. I'd forgotten about this one. It's been a while since we had battle.
Yeah, and crits.
Mm-hmm. And crits.
Because we had battle like 2 sessions ago, but no one crit.
I think regardless though, it does clear my HP.
Yeah,
We can arrange the numbers at the end of the session, but I think it does.
I think so as well. So
Damn, I lose my Chimera too. Shit.
yeah, okay. So
yeah, but
looking at
it might make a
those
difference on whether or not we can bring you back.
creatures-
Yeah.
Do I still get to roll death saves? Is the thing.
Yes, and
Okay.
you're not so well, no, your stamina is 0 and your HP is 0. So upon reaching 0,
Shit.
a creature is unconscious if its health points reach 0 and begins to roll death saving throws. So yeah, that's just as normal. It's the stamina points reaching 0 that is a little bit different. But you're at 0 at both.
Yes.
Well, on the bright side, you're not going to turn into a werewolf.
Well, I wouldn't be so fast with that.
Oh my god.
We still need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yes, Constitution saving throw.
Mm. That's okay.
That's a milestone number. That's
beautiful.
You know,
I hate to do this, but it was to your health, and so it's at disadvantage.
Oh, I'll just roll higher than 15 right now.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh fuck!
Oh fuck.
Wait, that's
No,
not
that
the
was a
save
not a
though.
save.
So it's 10.
That's wrong. Yeah, 10.
Or you can just re-roll it. You click the wrong button. You click the check.
Yeah.
So you just re-roll it at
Yeah.
the save.
Yeah.
I
totally.
think we can definitely see the modifiers, so that will be a 10. Though I believe you do have inspiration. Did you already use it for the session?
I used it for the
Okay.
initiative.
He didn't.
I must have missed that.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
So, as you all watch as Lydia just erupts into this creature and just tears into Boko, dropping him down onto the ground, you see immediately the air kind of leave his breath as he is unmoving entirely. And I'll roll those here in a little bit. But in the meantime, the Schultz, it is your turn.
Do I know if I can do anything for him? I guess, yeah, if he's down.
So he's unconscious. So think of it as normal rules with unconscious creatures.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna look over to the blue werewolf that seems to be running, because I see this one in front of me. Like, it ain't going great, but it's not going terrible. I don't think.
Knock on wood, please.
So just looking over towards the is this is it blue?
Yeah,
I assume it's
it is.
blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Just look back to Roland. Roland, you got that one?
Wait, are you talking about Boko, the white one, or the big one?
I was talking about the blue one over there. I'm just gonna point that direction.
Asking Roland if he has the blue one covered.
Roland is like, he's focused full in on Boko on the big one after seeing him drop, and is just like, You just hear him cursing in a language you don't understand, but you very much understand that it's cursing.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Oh.
Sounds confident to me, and I'm just gonna give you a thumbs up. And I'm going to just run over and just whisper to myself, "Time to do something possibly stupid." As I run over to Boko and this creature. And first of all, I'd like to try and interpose myself between Boko and the creature.
The Boko is on the ground, so you can just stand over him.
Perfect.
I'm not an object yet, guys. Just
would I be able to kind of switch him to this? Well, I don't know. I mean, does it matter? Maybe it doesn't. I'll just basically try and put myself in here.
Yeah, you are right on top of.
Cool. Perfect. And then I'm going to just as I get close to him, just going to reach down, going to cast this.
Okay.
Cure wounds. Cool.
First of all, let's take care of you real quick. As do I probably have that coded on this side. I do. Wonderful. I will guess this at level 1. Here you go. Have 9 healing.
Nice. And this goes to stamina, or does one of it go to hit points and the rest?
I don't know.
I'm looking at, I think it's the latter.
All right, so we'll
I
go
want to say that healing.
1 to hit points, 8 to stamina.
As you kind of cough and feel yourself regaining just enough.
Just got absolutely mollywopped by this.
Yeah.
By this bitch.
So, as I hear you cough, just kind of smile and turn around to the werewolf. And as for you, as I'm just gonna let off a little bit of steam on the machine, let's see you deal with a different kind of technology.
And there's just
facial.
there's
Let's
a
go.
growl, and where the others are much more bestial and like on all fours, this one just stands on its hind legs, almost vertical. Clearly the largest of the pack.
All right, here we go, Boko.
Werewolves.
Steam facial.
At least me and Jasira can go do werewolf things together.
Something about that.
There we go.
And with that, the one in blue is going to rush back in. And Roland, you're not stealthed, are you?
Nope.
Yeah, it's coming back after you.
It has that much movement speed.
It has a lot of movement speed.
Just behind my shoulder, Roland's got that one.
All right, as it rushes in first with its claws, which you seeing it coming are able to get enough preparation that it just whiffs the air with the claws. The sword comes over and just carves across the top, barely missing the top of your hat, and the bite just snaps into the air in front of you. All three missing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's a miss? It's like
the karmic wheel of fate has tipped in your favor.
It's a plot mechanic.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Fortunately, Boko is in a plot mechanic we call wrong place, wrong time.
I'm sorry, Boko. This is a canon event.
But yeah, that
bone
is
magic has given me a disadvantage on everything werewolf related forever.
Yeah, they love
I'm literally
shooting on bones.
wearing bone charms and holding a bone shield.
all right. Jasira, you're up.
Okay.
Gosh.
Oh, I changed what I was gonna do 3 times already.
Just
But
kill the white one. Kill it. Kill it. Action economy. Kill it.
Well, I guess that's first good question. How bad does it look, Mr. Whitey?
It is
Missy
bleeding.
Whitey.
You see the red blood across its body.
Okay. Shit balls. Okay. I wanted. Ha! Boko's alive. That's fine. That's something. So. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We will flurry of blows. And we will. Hand of harm. That is all my key. Because YOLO gotta murder these bitches. So. I believe that only applies to one of them, so I'll just save that for one of them that hits. We'll figure that out if I get more than one.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack first.
Okay. Pow.
14 does hit.
Hell yeah. Pow.
All right.
Drop the hand of harm on that one.
Yeah, so then I mean if we know it hits, that's the one. It just says what's that? Martial arts. I have martial darts, but plus what?
Martial darts.
Your martial darts.
Martial darts.
I've got to use that on
So I'm gonna use the damage for a martial attack, but we're gonna do +2 instead of +3. So that'll be 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then attack number 2.
That hits.
Hell yeah. Die, bitch.
8.
Attack number 3.
Slap
Attack number 3.
Slap him.
Kill him.
22 hits. Roll damage.
Kick in the balls or vagina, whatever it has. I don't care. Kick.
Nice.
Right in the balls.
Jasira, how do you want to do this?
Yes, finish the kill.
Okay. So as the blood is like splashing back on her, she's gonna say, "Greta, do it for Boko," and she's gonna shove it through whatever gaping hole it might have in the stomach region, and just put her arm all the way through and to the other side.
Just reach in through one of the bullet holes, grab the heart, and rip it out.
I mean, okay.
Take it soul. Take it soul.
So yeah, that's what I'm. If you wait, so actually though, because going in, grasp, pull, crush, you know?
Yes.
Get some
Jasira,
soul
this
back.
guy.
Get some soul. If you're gonna turn me into a werewolf, I'm gonna try to kill you. You know.
If you're gonna turn me into a werewolf, I'm gonna kill you.
I go easy.
Oh my goodness.
So
okay, so
there's
you were
only
just
a
like
finite amount of werewolf, and
just
you added
slamming into the injuries on this creature until you open up a hole in the flesh and just sending your fist straight through in. You kind of pull out, kind of ripping into some of the viscera within, and the creature kind of drops down to its side. The form that was once Lydia gives a massive howl as this rage begins to build in its eyes, and you see Greta kind of looking in shock and awe at this moment. But for now, it is Clyde's turn.
Do it for Boko, Greta. Do it for Boko.
Well, Clyde doesn't like that this thing's back onto the wolf. Hey! And just a little bit of the... He's going to wave the torch at it, and he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at the blue wolf at Roland so we can get the sniper back.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it second level, too. Just add the spell, or damage. Oh, it's going to be one more D6.
And what's
It should be a 15.
15? Okay.
I don't know why it's not saved there.
Probably doing it off of your wisdom. Also, it only rolled the 3d6, so you might want to roll the extra d6.
One more D6.
Nice.
much better damage?
Now the important thing, did it fuck off?
It did indeed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab it as it fucks off.
There we go. Math is hard, guys. All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll, Roland.
6 bayonets? No.
10 does not hit, unfortunately. As it rushes off in response to Clyde, but Roland, it is your turn.
Nope. Clyde is going to move up a little bit, and he's going to give Bardic Inspiration to Boko. Yeah, you can't stay there anymore. You're looking about how you usually are, but... Boko, you get some inspiration. Just maybe keep you alive for another round. That'd be nice.
All right. Roland.
I am going to use my Insightful Manipulator on the blue one this time. So investigation versus deception.
Okay.
Let me guess, you rolled another fucking 19.
Not quite, but higher than I expected. Okay. This one has the same damage immunities, where it is immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks not made with silvered weapons.
Roland goes, it's a werewolf!
Excellent. I'm going to move further away from it. I guess maybe after the shot, but and shoot the blue one.
All right.
I'm sick of it running up on me, and I'm moving as far away into the trees as I can so that it can't get to me in one fucking turn.
Ye of little faith.
You forgot about the where
there's no one
toucans.
next
I'm
to
sorry.
it. There's no one next to it, so I don't get sneak attack. Fudge muffins.
Pop the other one.
Yeah,
Boka's like, shoot this one!
yeah, I'll shoot that one for the sneak attack. I'll shoot the big one.
One
and
more
move
round.
away from the blue one.
I like it.
17.
17 does hit.
$18 damage.
All right.
Terrible sneak attack. I am rolling garbage dog on freaking sneak attacks.
Garbage
Let's get real
dog.
close
Huh?
to it.
Garbage dog, eh?
Dog shit.
Alrighty. Greta?
Clyde's gonna vicious mockery. Garbage dog.
Hey, where's this wolf going initiative? I didn't see it in the list.
It's right after me. It was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's at 8.
Yep. Sorry, I'll fix that one in.
No, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember if it went before or after Boko.
Yeah, when I hid her token, it
Oh, trust me, I've done it all the time. Having also used this interface for a long time.
Greta is going to rush in, axe out, and she...
Did Jasira inspire?
She did, and Greta is going to rage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't. Does she have a magical?
Do
weapon
it for
though?
Boko. We'll find out.
Do it for Boko. Boko's head off. Must make sure he doesn't turn into werewolf. Cuts off head.
Oh no!
Is she swinging recklessly?
She
She can do this.
She can swing recklessly. Thank goodness.
Oh my god.
Let's try one more. Okay, 17 hits.
Oh my god.
Woo.
Poor Greta. Poor
I
Greta.
was about ready for her to cleave through one of my steam lines that went to the shooter.
Oh
Please
my
no.
goodness.
All the axe get lowered toward his eye right before it got picked back up for the swing.
Yeah, as she
my
just
God.
goes out full in this reckless rage, just slashing. And for the first time, you see as she has a good bit of power behind her. And oh shoot, I forgot.
I'm sure it's fine.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't have something written down for her. In the meantime, while I'm looking that up, Boko.
Boko is gonna slowly rise to his feet. He had to drop everything he's carrying. Does that include his shield, or is the shield more of a strap?
Let me see. The
Just because the shield usually takes an action to don.
So
That's the only reason
I think that normally when you go unconscious that you would drop your weapon. I think with the critical attack, I'm going to say that the shields drop as well. Because
Gotcha.
it was the critical effect that said you drop everything you're carrying.
Gotcha. I am just gonna like rise up to completely disarmed, and I'm going to, with an action, just reach up and I'm gonna cast blur on myself.
Okay.
And I lost my Chimera too because it swung through those hit points as well. So everything's on the ground. It's a yard sale.
Oh dear.
But don't want this thing to have advantage on me laying down, and that's my turn.
Ah, okay. I don't have that stuff in there, but that's okay. All right. So then at the end of your turn, it will be Lydia's once again. And she is going to make a claw attack at Thashalt, which definitely misses. Thashalt, what's your AC currently?
My AC is currently 18.
18, okay. So with the claws, it just carves towards you, but the thick metal plates, it just scrapes along the surface. Instead, she goes for a bite into you, Thashalt, and clamps down into your arm as you kind of were bringing up the blade, and you feel as it pierces through towards the metal, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
And she's going to turn with the blade and stab down towards Boko.
Let's do a con save.
I'm on my feet, by the way.
13.
Okay, so we'll do it at disadvantage, and that will miss. So that's good. Thank you.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
13. All right. And Thashalt, as did I give you the? I don't think I gave you the damage for the bite.
Out of curiosity, this isn't a poison, is it?
This is not a poison effect. no.
Okay.
Thashalt, as you feel this kind of piercing bite into you past the armor, cutting into your skin, you will take 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow, ow, ow.
And then it is your turn.
All right. Just adjust this real quick. Cool. All right. Let's try this again. As I'm going to, yeah, nobody's down around me. Let's try cutting again. And no advantage. So we're not at advantage, right? Even though there's three of us around.
No.
All right, didn't think so. Go get him cut.
18
All
does
right.
hit.
All right, that'll be 3 on the. No, that sucks. All right,
That's okay. That's not the important
see.
part of that attack.
Exactly. It also is going to apply a dot on it. So very nice. So I got through just finally this thing actually does cut.
1d12 plus 2. Roll
3.
That's okay. It's okay. It's bleeding now.
It's a bleeding.
And then
Sancha.
I don't think I have anything exciting for bonus actions. So yeah, that looks good.
All right, and let's. Okay. Mariah is going to rush back in. This time towards Clyde, who has been a problem.
Clyde, no.
And Clyde, as she takes her claws towards you, you're only going to take 8 points of slashing damage, but it is another crit, and so you will take 3 points to your HP. Oh, goodness. Do you have any effects that change critical hit rolls? Clyde, we can't hear you if you're talking.
No, I do not.
Okay. So as this creature runs forward and just slashes with her claws, you are just ripped open along the side of your chest and begin to bleed yourself. And you are considered at the brink and suffer 1 necrotic damage to your health each time you perform an action, bonus action, or reaction. As you are just crunched down onto the ground from this.
Did you roll a 100 on the D100?
It was a 93.
Oh my god.
These guys didn't come to play, apparently.
Worse than that.
It could be worse, but it's about as bad as it gets. It is 1 less than
Is instant
anything.
death the worst? I'm not really sure.
Instant death is like 150 plus.
Did I miss that?
So,
Yeah, I got crit
this dice
for
is
the first time.
How many crits have we seen this fight?
like,
A lot.
A lot, yeah.
I'm due to receive the next one. We're all good. We gotta spread the love.
And the blade doesn't hit Clyde, but the bite comes down towards you, and you will get hit for another 6 points of piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Yep, let me do the health, not 200.
We're gonna be a traveling werewolf group. This is so cool.
No, that
We're
doesn't
turning
happen.
companions, boys.
Clyde does succeed.
All right. And Jasira, that brings us to you.
Okay. So it's
All right,
real
guys,
important.
My freebies are gone. This got real now.
Jasira, before
So
you
this
get
is
in,
real important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she get to assimilate that soul before the next round continued?
As you
Since she had
pulled
1 extra attack.
as you pulled out this remnants of this creature and you
It
tried
resists.
to fuse its soul, you found
It
that your
resisted.
powers were not able to activate. It's not that it resisted, but you weren't able to trigger it. You feel this distance
Werewolf.
from your power here. And
Magic werewolf.
as the creature begins to shift back, you see this broken individual of a woman lying there half clothed on the ground, her entire side ripped out and bleeding. What are you doing, Jasira?
Well, I don't like that. So, and then I don't get to do the really cool thing I thought I was going to do, because I was going to be like, this was your bitch's soul and I'm going to kill you with it. But whatever. I'm going to do something else, I guess. Yeah, I still think we're gonna do that. We will. If she couldn't assimilate it, that's fine. She will try to expend one of the gems she does have, however. So she will expend the Weeping Wolf one with the note that said that she killed after it tried to drag Boko off.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to opt for that extra necrotic D6 hit point damage. She's going to come over here and say, Lady Lydia, you've been a bad dog. And she's going to start wailing on her for 2 more.
Give it to me.
Clyde hears the tear down his chest.
You've been a bad dog. It's only 2 hits, so like hopefully
It's
one
3
works.
hits if you want to use your bonus action.
Oh, and I get a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Monks be good.
Or does expending the gem count as my bonus action?
You'd have to look at the ability. I don't remember.
I think expending it counts. Let me
that
double
sounds
check.
right.
Let's see. Bonus action, yeah. So
Okay. So go ahead and
2.
roll to try and hit first. Well, no, you're breaking it and trying to use the
Correct. I have the glowing necrotic fist. So we're trying to just make it work.
Gonna make me look at
That's
my
it.
notes.
That's it. Weeping dog. That hits. D6. Let's go.
I personally can't wait for the unveiling of the werewolf skill tree that we get a spec into.
I know, right? And how metal. We have to kill our kin first before we become werewolves. Clearly working.
Sorry, I'm
Boko,
looking.
I'm not letting you bite me.
No love bites.
There it is.
Let implies you're gonna have a choice.
What's the necrotic damage equal to? Just a D6 equal to
it said the D6 equivalent to the hit dice of the assimilated soul, which it was one of the weeping dogs, which I remember was pretty substantial.
Go ahead and roll me 9d6.
All right. So it's 96 in addition to 7, 36. And that's
so
one punch.
As you crack into this creature, the fist doesn't seem to do much, but there is just this lashing of blue and yellow energy that carves into this, wrapping around the heavy muscles of the creature. And there is another howl.
Another howl?
From her in pain.
Oh, okay. I was like, excuse me? We're dying.
Also,
okay, well...
Jasira is capable of giving magical fistings.
I know, but this creature resists even if it is magical.
Okay.
Yep.
Also,
you guys found that earlier. Yep.
Well, just for funsies, because I already have an attack, and I think I technically can't use Hand of Healing without a key since I didn't use Flurry of Blows. So, yeah, we're just...
Okay.
We're going to do one more punch, I guess, just because that's what I got left.
20 will hit.
It still hits.
Bonk.
All
so
right.
At least 3.
Yeah. And Clyde.
Please dissonant whisper it again.
You think... I wasn't. How bad is this wolf looking now that it's bearing down on Clyde?
It doesn't look good, but it's not on death's door. Like, it's certainly bleeding out of multiple wounds.
Yep. Sorry, Roland. Clyde's gonna look at it like, well, you think you're in trouble here getting me. Now it's him you gotta worry about. And I'm gonna use my silver tongue to try and make him believe that it's actually gonna be his problem and give Roland a shot. Yeah, that guy.
Nice. Roland, go ahead and take a shot.
Oh, man.
But first, roll to see if I can leave without getting an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is silver tongued, and then because it is my attack
it
action.
fails.
Oh, thank goodness. Huh.
It believes.
All right, I will take 1 damage. Ow. And then I will absolutely, positively fucking leave.
Fuck out.
Sorry.
Get the fuck out.
I don't even know which way's best.
Probably not by a wolf.
Probably towards me, but it's going to be running towards me.
I know.
Probably behind the Schalt or Greta.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
right here.
Come on down.
There you go.
But
Also,
now Roland gets a
that
shot.
one's dead.
Thank goodness. That sucks. Please kill it, Roland. Please kill it.
I will certainly try.
And you're using the feature on top of that? Oh, wait, no, it's all the same. Never mind.
No,
17
it is a
does hit.
feature. It is inspiring attack that lets him attack when I make that.
Yeah.
And since Clyde was still there when he did that, I get sneak attack.
Yep.
Because I fired before he ran.
17 does hit.
Meh. 18.
18.
I
so-
actually finally didn't roll dog shit on the sneak attack.
Okay.
And then
yep.
I just want to cast Healing Word on. I'm pretty sure Boko's still the one who was beyond fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was
Not
usually
looking
beyond
great.
fucked up.
I'm gonna give you a 3rd level Healing Word because I'm very nice. And I will take 1 damage.
You have the best
Ow.
words.
And those damages to your health, right? Not to your...
Oh,
Yeah,
is it?
is to your health, not to your stamina.
Oh, then I'll drop those.
And also the bonus actions don't do it. It's action and
No, it's bonus
right?
action.
It's
all.
everything and reaction.
Bonus action, action, and reaction. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everything.
It doesn't do it. Okay. Well, never mind.
And so, Clyde, you're kind of walking around, pushing yourself as as the blood from your side is just kind of dropping onto the ground. You're trying to hold yourself together, but you cast these over. And Boko, you get another 10 to your stamina. And as you're kind of supercharging this bit of life that you have left, and Roland, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Time for Roko. We're gonna kind of step into the trees and bonus action hide.
Okay.
And run away.
Yes. Okay, 19 stealth. Am I unseen from the blue one?
You are. Yeah, because it's passive. Sorry, I was trying to think.
Advantage taking a shot from behind a random tree. One shy again. Oh my gosh!
Time to
I
put a
need to
key
lower
in.
the crit range on this fucking weapon.
Dang.
Roll me a d20, Roland.
I can't. Oh, okay. A 6. It's twice as good as last time.
There's some presence around you, like a soft hum, and you can't quite pinpoint it, but it kind of blurs your vision for just a moment before you focus back in on this creature and make your shot. Go ahead and roll your damage.
The fucking void box I opened, isn't it?
Awkward. Are you collecting souls for the void box?
How do you want to do this?
Ooh,
You are collecting souls for the void box, aren't you?
Maybe the void box will be helpful.
Maybe it'll be a friendly void box. You don't know.
Just as the blue one turns to look at Clyde and like, I would imagine roars at him as he runs away without being able to take a shot. Just opens his mouth to roar, and then a bullet comes out of it, and he falls forward.
As it's just howling out, just kind of beginning to move, that carves into the back of its head as it falls down into the dirt, unmoving. And Boko, as you are near this creature kind of blurring in and back and forth, Greta reaches down and just kind of grabs you by the arm, kind of putting her body in between this creature and begins to pull you out to safety, kind of back towards the edge, and not that far.
Protector barbarian.
Yeah, and she actually drops her rage to do this. Dropping her rage and kind of pulling you out of the way.
He's too good to us.
She will take an attack of opportunity.
No, Greta, no!
Which, if it hits, will mean that her rage doesn't drop.
Well, no, she's keeping the... Yeah.
She swung recklessly.
Oh, it is. Thank you.
Except now it's her turn again.
Yeah. Well, it's regardless. The bigger number was on the second one, or on the first one, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
But she will get hit for 7. What is that? 11. Okay.
The rage doesn't drop until the end of her turn, though, right?
Yeah.
So she is like purposefully dropping it. Like she is going out of her way to try and calm herself to get you out of the situation. And
He's too good for us. We need to send her home before we get her killed.
It is... Oh no, she can actually... She's going to drag you another 20 feet because she can... Just begins to pull you out of the way, kind of standing in between you. What are you doing on your turn?
Roland's going to the side and aim again.
How injured does she look from that cut?
Not a whole lot, honestly. It was just enough to kind of graze her shoulder. It looks mostly superficial.
She's a big baby.
I think Boko's gonna hold an attack for anything that comes by. He's just gonna stand alongside Greta, sort of shoulder to shoulder with her. Maybe like one arm thrown up around her for support, because he's having some trouble. But he's gonna hold a weak attempt at an attack if anything approaches us.
All right. And with that anger in her eyes, the body bloody and broken, the creature that was Lydia is just going to look around, begins to give a low growl, and just gives this massive leap above and begins to race into the ruins further up the stream.
Do they bleed for the 2d4?
Mm-hmm. They do. Go ahead and roll that.
Nice.
Do we get that opportunity to attack, or did she leap?
No, it's a leap.
Oh.
She hasn't lost it. The other one did.
3.
The same amount. Oh goodness.
The other two lost.
You did this.
Yeah. On purpose. Hey, you did the same as the base attack.
Yeah, amazing.
And
wow.
As it begins to race into the darkness around, I'll just ask because we're getting close on time. What is everyone's response at the end? So we'll just start at the closest. So Jasira, as you see this creature leap over and begin to head up into the darkness, what are you doing?
If for all intents and purposes the battle's kind of over, she doesn't have many other resources.
So it is running away. Yeah. It is not necessarily over.
Can keep up with her.
Well, if someone tells her to run, she'll run. But right now, she is shooketh about why her soul simulation tools weren't working.
Fair enough.
So
Roland
she's about to drop to her knees unless if Roland yells at her.
Sprint and it's like, let's go.
Okay.
If Roland yells at her, she'll run for now and deal with this after.
Okay.
I will say it's leaving quite the blood trail currently, so now would be the time.
We have an opportunity to end it now.
What are you doing?
Let's see. I guess if those two are going, I'm not going to be able to follow as fast. I'd like to make sure that the rest of our allies are doing okay first. So I got the bleed on her, so she's going to have to take some time to staunch that if she does, those two will catch her easily. So I'm just going to probably, I'm probably going to make sure that Boko and Clyde and all of them are all right.
And Boko,
Clyde's going to take this real slow.
Boko, what are you doing? Trying to recover here.
Seeing that the fight is over, Boko's just gonna fall onto his ass and catch his breath.
Boko falls down, Greta kind of standing beside him as Thashalt rushes up. Thashalt, you see Sindri and Cade. Cade a little bit battered. Sindri looks like he's in his element as they rush out of the forest, and you kind of point them along and they chase after Clyde and the others. And we will go ahead and pick up there when we come back in 2 weeks. Though before we do, we'll catch up with a quick ending here.
I'm gonna snatch the lamp from Clyde as I go, because I can't see too well in these forests, and Clyde certainly can't keep up with me.
Yeah, Clyde has it on the ground. Oh, I haven't felt this bad since last time.
Oh.
Ooh, where is my thing? There we go. Tacitar stood, his armies reaching out in front of him.
Templar, at long last we stand at the threshold of destiny. For today, we will restore the glory of our legacy. Today, we will retake what we have lost and reclaim our home for Mahas.
The words echoed from those gathered around. For Mahas! For Mahas! The Templar all gathered around Tacitar. He whispered another thought under his own breath.
And may the Sapra's light guide us.
Celindis stepped forward, informing Tacitar that the invasion force was ready, when suddenly, Zeratai's voice cut through.
You must stop the invasion at once.
Celindis called for the other Templar to stop the traitor, but Tacitar allowed Zeratai to speak.
The end war has come. Veyroon, the masked Lord of Night, has returned. This invasion is a distraction from the true battle ahead. Veyroon's fury will engulf all of us. Tacitar, I have found the way to stop and stand against the coming darkness. You must believe me.
As Tacitar looked down upon his old friend, doubt clouded his mind until he finally spoke.
Far too many have sacrificed in the hopes that this moment would come to pass. Executor, commence the invasion.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see the climactic ending of this werewolf side quest in a couple weeks. We'll hope to see you then.